We are already several weeks into 2024, so it's a perfect time to recap the real estate market in 2023. 2023 is going to go down in history as the mortgage interest rate craziness. We saw a huge increase in the mortgage interest rate, well over 7% into 8% throughout 2023. But what I realized and what I learned is that if you zoom out and look at the big picture of investing in real estate and the real estate market in general, this is pretty normal. In fact, I don't know if you know this, but the average interest rate over the last 30 years is almost 8%. The first quarter of 2023 was slow, as it usually is in the real estate market, and part of that was because buyers were adjusting to the new interest rates. They were also mourning the fact that they didn't jump in the low interest rate market when they could. Sellers started off the year pricing based on 2022 and 2021 buyer demand, which fell a little short for them. So they ended up having to either adjust their prices or they were waiting to find the right buyer, so the days on market ended up being quite a bit longer. The second and third quarters were rocking despite the fact that rates went over 8%. The majority of the properties that were sold in the second and third quarter. By the middle of the year, it definitely felt like a more normalized market, and the lack of properties for sale made things a little bit more favorable for sellers and frustrating for buyers. The average sales price continued to go up in 2023. I know that it's hard to believe, but it's true. In fact, the average sales price for residential properties from Almont to Mount Crested Butte was $1,417,000, which is an astonishing $224,000 higher than what we saw in 2022. The average price per square foot increased from $686 to $720. And from Gunnison to Mount Crested Butte, of the 379 residential properties that sold, 217 of those were purchased with a loan. So more than half of the people that bought property in 2023 used a loan to purchase. So it was surprising to see so many buyers get a loan despite the interest rates. So what are we expecting in 2024? Well, if the economists are correct, there should be several interest rate drops throughout the year. Some people are saying that's going to be earlier in the year, some people are saying it's going to be later in the year, but it's pretty consistent across the board that the rates will come down. If the rates do drop, that is going to create a much stronger market for sellers and for buyers, but it's going to be pretty competitive because there is a lot of buyer demand and still very few properties for sale. So far in 2024, the market has been very busy, and I expect this to continue throughout the year. So I would say 2023 exceeded expectations. We were able to overcome the high interest rates. People still felt confident in investing in real estate in Crested Butte. If you have any questions about the real estate market, give me a call today.